Ibn Battuta's Account of the Mali Empire, Part 2. Ibn Battuta also had the good fortune to meet with one of the current rulers of the Mali Empire, and describes his experience in the following account. The Sultan of Mali is Mansa Suleiman, Mansa meaning in Mandinka, Sultan, and Suleiman being his proper name. It happened that I spent these 2 months without seeing him, on account of my illness. Later, he held a banquet in commemoration of our master, the late Sultan of Morocco, Abul Hassan, to which the commanders, doctors, Qadi, and preacher were invited, and I went along with them. Reading desks were brought in, and the Quran was read through. Then they prayed for our master, Abul Hassan, and also for Mansa Suleiman. When the ceremony was over, I went forward and saluted Mansa Suleiman. The Qadi, the preacher, and Ibn al-Faqih told him who I was, and he answered them in their tongue. They said to me, "The Sultan says to you, give thanks to God." So I said, "Praise be to God and thanks under all circumstances." When I withdrew, the Sultan's hospitality gift was sent to me. Ibn Battuta was also able to witness some of the celebrations within the Mali Empire and provides the following commentary. The Mansa holds sessions during the days associated with the 2 festivals after the Asr, later afternoon prayers on the platform. The men-at-arms come with wonderful weaponry, quivers of silver and gold, swords covered with gold, their sheaths of the same, spears of silver and gold, and wands of crystal. 4 of the emirs stand behind him, with ornaments of silver in their hands, which look like riding stirrups. The Fa'ariya, commanders, and the Qadi, judge, and the preacher sit according to custom. The interpreter, Duga, brings in the Mansa's 4 wives and his concubines, who are about 100 in number. On them are fine clothes, and on their heads they have bands of silver and gold, with silver and gold apples as pendants. A chair is set there for Duga to sit, and he beats an instrument which is made of reeds with tiny calabashes below it, praising the Sultan, recalling in his song his expeditions and deeds. Ibn Battuta also provides his evaluation of the people of Mali. The Malians possess some admirable qualities. They are seldom unjust and have a greater abhorrence to injustice than any other people. Their Sultan shows no mercy to anyone who is guilty of the least act of it. There is complete security in their country. Neither traveler nor inhabitant in it has anything to fear from robbers or men of violence. On Fridays, if a man does not go early to the mosque, he cannot find a corner to pray in, on account of the crowd. It is a custom of theirs to send each man his boy to the mosque with his prayer mat. The boy spreads it out for his master in a place befitting him, and remains on it until he comes to the mosque. Their prayer mats are made of the leaves of a tree resembling a date palm, but without fruit. Another of their good qualities is their habit of wearing clean white garments on Fridays. Even if a man has nothing but an old worn shirt, he washes it and cleans it, and wears it to the Friday service. Yet another is their zeal for learning the Quran by heart. Finally, Ibn Battuta provides a description of his travels to the city of Timbuktu. Then we went to Timbuktu, which stands 4 miles from the river Niger. Most of its inhabitants are from the Masufa tribe, wearers of the face veil. Its governor is called Farba Musa. I was present with him one day when he had just appointed one of the Masufa to be emir of a section. He assigned him a robe, a turban, and trousers, all of them a dyed cloth, and bade him sit upon a shield, and the chiefs of his tribe raised him on their heads. In this town is the grave of the meritorious poet Abu Ishaq az-Sahili of Granada, who is known in his land as at Tuwaisian. From Timbuktu, I sailed down the Niger River on a small boat, hollowed out of a single piece of wood. I went on to Gao, which is a large city on the Niger River, and one of the finest towns in the Sudan. It is also one of their biggest and best provisioned towns, with rice in plenty, milk, and fish. And there is a species of cucumber there called inani, which has no equal. The buying and selling of its inhabitants is done with cowrie shells, and the same is the case at Nyani. I stayed there about a month and then set out in the direction of Takada by land with the large caravan of merchants from Gadames. Ibn Battuta in total covered about 75,000 miles during his time of traveling. He is remembered as a great African explorer and author.